Good morning, everybody. Myself, Dr. Meenakshi Mayengar, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Government College, Kota. The topic that we will discuss today is nematode parasites and human diseases. The common nematode parasites are Trichuris, Trichuria, Trichinella spiralis, Rhabditis, Enterobius vermicularis, Dracunculus medinensis, Loa loa, Tococara canis, Ankylostoma duodenale, Wuchereria bancrofti, and Ascaris are a few of them. This is the diagram of Trichuris. It is commonly called as the whipworm. This parasitic nematode dwells in the cecum and large intestine of man, especially children, in tropical regions. Adult female measures 30 to 50 mm in length, male being slightly shorter. Anterior two-thirds of body is narrow and presents a thread-like or whip-like appearance, hence the name whipworm. This whip-like portion contains the long esophagus and anchors worm to wall of host's intestine. Life cycle is direct. Eggs pass out with feces and embryonate in about 3 weeks' time in moist soil. Host acquires infection by ingesting embryonated eggs with contaminated food or drink. Larvae hatch out near cecum and develop into adults in about 2 months. Infection usually causes gastrointestinal troubles. Heavy infection causes severe diarrhea and even anemia due to blood sucking habit of adult. This is the diagram of Trichinella spiralis, commonly known as the Trichinia worm. Trichinella spiralis or Trichina worm is an important parasitic nematode of man and other mammals like pig, dog, cat, rat, black bear, and polar bear. It causes a disease known as trichinosis, common in USA, Europe, and the Arctic region. Parasite occurs as a coiled encysted larva in voluntary muscles of host, usually in limbs, chest, diaphragm, tongue, eye, and neck. Larva measures about 1 mm in length, while the cyst has a diameter of 0.25 to 0.5 mm. 1 ounce of flesh may contain thousands of such larvae. A new host acquires infection by eating raw or improperly cooked flesh containing encysted larvae. Cysts dissolve by the action of digestive juices and larvae are liberated in the intestine of new host. They soon move to safer places between villi of intestine. Within about 2 days' time, they attain sexual maturity and become adults. Adults are short-lived, surviving only for a week or two, but encysted larvae retain viability for several years. Males are smaller than females. Male is 1.4 to 1.6 mm long and female is 3 to 6 mm. In both sexes, anterior end is pointed and posterior end is fleshy. Cuticle is transversely striated. Mouth leads into pharynx, followed by the capillary esophagus, embedded in large granular cells called stichosomes. Male has a pair of conical appendages or copulatory lobes at the posterior end. Copulation takes place in intestine, after which males usually die and pass out. Females burrow into intestinal wall and live there for some time, each producing about 1500 young larvae about 0.1 mm long. These enter lymphatics or blood circulation and reach voluntary muscles. where they grow to a length of about 1 millimeter, coil up and encyst. Formation of cyst is completed in about 9 weeks. Larvae within cyst may remain viable for 10 to 20 years or even more, but finally undergo calcification and die. Calcified cysts persist in host's muscle throughout life. Viable encysted larvae attain sexual maturity only when ingested by a new host. Human infection is practically a dead end for the worm because consumption of human flesh is not possible. Mild infection usually produces no symptoms. Heavy infection causes the disease trichinosis, producing a variety of symptoms like diarrhea, nausea, abdominal pain, hypereosinophilia, thrombosis, muscular pain, etc. As the larva spread, there is fever and muscles swell and harden. Difficulty in breathing and swallowing may also be felt. Heavy infections may be fatal. There is no sure treatment for the disease. Next nematode is Rhabditis. This genus includes several free-living and semi-parasitic forms. Adult male and female measure about 1.7 and 2 mm in length respectively. Male has a single tubular testis and the female has 2 ovaries. Life cycle is simple and direct. Eggs pass into earthworms in which they become juvenile. They attain maturity in decaying flesh after death of earthworm. Enterobius vermicularis, the pinworm of man. Enterobius vermicularis is the human pinworm or seatworm and is perhaps the most common parasitic nematode of man throughout the world. It has been reported to occur in chimpanzees also. Its incidence, however, is greater in women and children. Adult worm lives in cecum, appendix, and at the junction of small and large intestines. Sexes are separate and there is distinct sexual dimorphism. Worms are slender and cream colored. Male is 2 to 5 mm long with a diameter of 0.1 to 0.2 mm. Female is 8 to 13 mm long with a diameter of 0.3 to 0.5 mm. At the anterior end, in both sexes are 3 lips and a pair of cephalic expansions. Posterior or tail end of female is long and pointed, while that of male is curved, blunt and with a bursa-like expansion and a single spicule. There is no gubernaculum. Papillae support caudal algae. Male is monorchic and female didelphic. Life cycle is simple and direct. No intermediate host is involved. At night, females with eggs migrate to anus and deposit eggs. This causes severe itching at the anal and perianal region and the host is tempted to scratch. Tiny eggs about 55 mu by 30 mu and each containing a much developed larva thus associate with fingers and fingernails and finally enter its gut with food to cause a reinfection. Eggs hatch in duodenum. Larvae reach small intestine where they molt twice and become adults. Adults live in host for 20 to 30 days. Infection thus automatically dies out within a month provided there is no reinfection. Good sanitary habits are the best weapon against infection. Symptoms of infection are loss of appetite, insomnia, hysteria, restlessness, and inflammation of mucous membrane of infected region. This is the diagram of Enterobius vermicularis. The next worm or nematode is Dracunculus medinensis, commonly known as the guinea worm. It is a common human parasite known to man since biblical times, where it was known as the fiery serpent. It is of common occurrence in dry regions of Africa, India, Arabia, China. It also occurs in some other mammals. In the United States, it has been found in dogs, raccoons, foxes, and minks. Adult worms occur in subcutaneous tissue, especially of arms, shoulders, and legs. Females attain a length of 100 to 400 centimeters. Males are rare and 12 to 29 millimeters in length. At the anterior end is a cuticular ring bearing a mouth, an inner circlet of 6 labial papillae, and an external circlet of 4 double papillae. Posterior end of male bears 10 pairs of papillae. Esophagus has two regions, an anterior narrow muscular region and a posterior broad glandular region. Female is didelphic with apposed uteri and vulva near the middle of the body. Male has equal sized filiform spicules and gubernacula. Mature female contains numerous embryos in its much enlarged uterus, which fills up the body cavity. Egg-laying female worm takes up its position just below skin in such a part of body which regularly comes in contact with cold water like hands, feet, legs, etc. Here the parasite produces toxic secretions which produce a blister on skin. Soon an ulcer is formed. On coming in contact with water, the ulcer breaks and worm freely projects its uterus and releases tiny coiled embryos in water. Larvae, after swimming freely for a short time, penetrate the body of intermediate host which are the cyclops. In cyclops, larva molts twice and becomes ineffective in 3 weeks' time. When infected cyclops is taken in by man with water, the larvae escape and bore their way into subcutaneous tissue where they attain adulthood. Primitive method of removing the worm from the body is by winding it on a thin stick a few turns a day. An attempt to remove the worm more rapidly results in its rupture, leading to serious bacterial infection. Guinea worm infestation causes itchiness, nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, asthma, eosinophilia, etc. These effects are due to the toxic produced by the parasite. Infection can be treated with injections of phenothiol zinc emulsified in olive green. Loa loa or the eye worm is an important human filaria in the African eye worm, chiefly found in the Africa. They commonly invade subcutaneous tissue and during their migration may pass across the eyeball, hence the name eye worm. Male and female measures 20 to 35 mm and 20 to 70 mm in length, respectively. Body is covered by numerous warts. Gravid females produce ensheathed juveniles or microfilaria. They show diurnal periodicity. The microfilaria appearing only in daytimes in peripheral circulation but disappearing at night. Intermediate hosts are mango flies, Chrysops diomedia. Larvae molt and develop up to infective stage in fly and are again infected in the bloodstream of man through proboscis. Loa microfilaria cause very injurious and fatal cases when they penetrate brain and spinal cord and perhaps cause neurotropic viruses. During their migration, they cause intense itching and swelling. They also cause swelling and pain in eyes known as Calabar swellings. This is The diagram of Ankylostoma duodenale, the common hookworm. Hookworms are the most dangerous parasitic roundworms causing serious infections in humans. They belong to the order Strongyloidea of phylum Nematoda. About 1/2 billion people, 25% of world population, are infected by hookworms. Hookworms flourish under primitive conditions where people go barefoot. Modern sanitary conditions do not exist and human feces are deposited on ground. The adult worm lives parasitically in the intestine of man where they suck blood, lymph, bits of mucous membrane and tissue fluids from the lining of the intestinal wall. The infective juveniles enter the human host percutaneously from the soil contaminated by feces in which they abound. The larvae cause tiny and irritating sores called dew sores or ground itching and inflammation of skin. In lungs, migratory larvae cause petechial hemorrhages and bronchial pneumonitis. But great damage occurs in small intestine by the adult worm. Here, the punctured wounds continue to bleed for some time so that more blood is lost than worms can consume. This causes anemia and decrease in general immunity. Intestinal wounds may lead to various forms of detrimental infections. Toxins secreted by glands in head region of worm cause stomach pain, food fermentation, diarrhea, constipation, dyspnea, palpitation of heart, eosinophilia, loss of health and collapse. Mental and physical growth is retarded in children and growing youth. Patient tries to ease the epigastric pain by eating even dirt, hence the term dirt eaters. Unchecked infection may lead to fatty degeneration of heart and liver and kidneys and can cause death also. This is the diagram of Wuchereria bancrofti. Filarial worms is a dreaded human parasite of human blood and lymph. It is a digenetic parasite completing its life cycle in two hosts. Final host is man harboring the adult worms, while intermediate host is a blood-sucking insect, usually a mosquito. Adult worms live coiled up in the lymph glands and lymph passages of man, where they often obstruct the flow of lymph. These worms live in the lymphatic system of man, where they obstruct the flow of lymph, causing a severe condition known as elephantiasis, in which the limbs or other body parts grow to enormous size. Light infection produces no serious symptoms. It causes filarial fever, mental depression, headache, etc. In heavy infection, accumulation of living or dead worms eventually blocks the lymphatic vessels and glands, resulting in pathological condition and causing immense swelling of the affected body parts termed elephantiasis or filariasis. Due to lymphatic obstruction, lymph cannot get back into circulatory system, accumulates into organs and causes them to swell or enlarge, known as lymphedema. Generally, lower limbs, legs and mammary glands are affected. Concurrently, there occurs inflammations of lymphatic vessels and lymphatic glands. In severe cases, abnormal connective tissue form in the affected area to further complicate the condition. Thank you.